Welcome everybody to the Miami Dolphins franchise here on Madden 19. We're on to week 2 with the Dolphins' first road meeting of the season against division rivals, the New York Jets. Here in the AFC East, we have two teams with brand new quarterbacks, the Patriots, who are always good, and then Miami. Today, the Dolphins are set to meet Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in this last draft, who just turned 21 a couple months ago. And speaking of rookies, Dolphins tight end Mike Gesicki made a nice debut last week with 7 grabs and 98 yards. We'll see what the Dolphins have in store this week as we get underway here in the first AFC East meeting of the series. Andre Roberts fields the kick, takes the knee, and here comes Sam Darnold. The Jets did not do well in their Week 1 game against the Lions. Sam Darnold, 188 yards, no touchdowns, and no picks. Starting in the air on first down, Darnold across the middle, he's intercepted for the first time in his career. It's Stephon Anthony back for a touchdown. Darnold's first career touchdown comes on an interception, and the Miami Dolphins take the lead. Just a bad decision by Darnold as Anthony collects his second interception now on the season, and it's a quick 7-0 hole for the Jets. Here's Darnold right back to the air across the middle between 3 defenders. That's a good play. As a rookie, you can expect a lot of ups and downs from Darnold. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Bilal Powell, who gets hammered by William Hayes for a 3 and out. The Dolphin offense takes the field for the first time with a nice lead. Ryan Tannehill had a lot of good moments in his return to action back in Week 1, including a game-winning touchdown to Gavin Escobar with 10 seconds to go. The Dolphins' first play is a short pickup for Kenyon Drake. From the 31, blitz sent, quick throw the other way, hauled in by Devontae Parker, who had a few catches back in Week 1. Here is second down for Tannehill. He dumps it off quickly to Mike Gesicki, and that goes for a few more. 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins, 2 receivers left. Tannehill from the shotgun, short throw complete. Amendola's there with a flag on the field, and that's going to be on Miami. It's the newcomer Josh Sitton on the holding call. Miami, of course, without Jawan James, who was hurt last week. Sam Young in at right tackle as Tannehill escapes the pocket on 3rd down, dumped off. A move from Parker, he breaks the tackle of Buster's screen and moves the chains. An unlikely conversion keeps the drive moving. Here's Tannehill again to pass. Underneath for Gesicki, shy of the first down marker. Already 9 catches for him on the season. Split backs now next to Tannehill, needing 2. To the outside for Parker. That one is knocked away. Actually, Kenny Stills lined up on that side. Trumaine Johnson makes the play. So they set up a 53-yard field goal try. This is Jason Sanders, and the rookie is not even close on his first try from long range. We'll find out what this rookie kicker is capable of before too long. Jets take over. Nice field position as Powell runs into a pair of Dolphins. Not much room. Neither team in this game features a very good offensive line. 3rd down and 8 to the outside. Darnold for Jermaine Kearse. He and Robbie Anderson became a very good pair last season for Josh McCown. Here's Anderson, the motion man, a very good deep threat. Off the fake, Darnold rolling outside the pocket now, out of room. Lost the football. It was scooped up by Brandon Shell after Cameron Wake knocked it free. There's a sack for the great Cam Wake. And the Jets on to punt it now with Lachlan Edwards from the 42. He sends this off for Jakeem Grant, and he's not going to give him a chance to return it. Out of bounds at the 5. That is good for the brand. 1st and 10 Miami on the ground. Drake, oh my! Nothing but green in his face. He's dropped back at the 1. Miami now just has to play careful to avoid a safety. They'll go fullback dive. Durham Smythe gets maybe a half yard, and they'll punt it right back. Of course, they got to get this off cleanly, and they do. Hawk sends it deep, and this is tracked down by Andre Roberts. He'll make a move and again get the Jets some solid field position, very similar to where they started after the missed field goal. 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Darnold feels the pressure, heads outside, fires downfield, and that's intercepted. Xavier Howard takes it away. That's 4 interceptions already on the year for the Miami defense. Darnold with 2 first-quarter picks, and the Dolphins take over. On first down, pressure in the face of Tannehill, but that will not stop him from finding Kenny Stills. That's good for a first down. They've moved around Parker and Stills to either side a few times already. Now they'll run it, and Kenyon Drake is met by Marcus May after a short gain. Just 26 seconds to play in the opening quarter, 3rd and 7. Tannehill gets outside the pocket. On the move, he's got Gesicki for a first down. Rookie tight ends don't always produce much, but Gesicki's off to an awesome start. Hand off to Drake now, gets a block from Gesicki, and picks up around 6 or 7. For the first time in his NFL career, Kalen Ballage is in the game, and he'll get the carry, moving the chains on his first ever touch. Ballage is a rookie power running back out of Arizona State. Drake returns here on 2nd down. Tannehill steps up away from pressure and slides down after a run of 6 yards. Offensive line doing their best to give Ryan Tannehill the time. 3rd and 3. Tannehill floats it complete. Amendola on the reception and a first down. Tannehill has a very similar start this week as he did last week. Very efficient as he completes his 8th pass already. Kenny Stills spun down inside the 5. Dolphins trying to increase their lead. 3 tight ends in the game. The back is Frank Gore. On the stretch. Outside goes Gore. Breaking away for the touchdown. It's a Miami 2-score lead. Miami got the win back in week 1, and they're off to a great start here in week 2. The extra point attempts now after a delay of game, and Sanders' kick is blocked. Scooped up by Jamal Adams, and Brock Osweiler along with Sanders save a 2-point return. So the Jets down 13-0, trying to get something going offensively. Darnold here off play action, and his receivers are covered up. He'll take off to run, sliding down after an 8-yard scamper. 9:37 to go here in the opening half. Handoff Powell to the outside, tries to put a move on McMillan, and it didn't work. Another Jet 3-and-out. Just an awesome start for this Miami defense. 8:16 to go in the opening half. The pressure's on Tannehill, and that time he couldn't get the pass off cleanly. Gesicki to the right, Amendola slot left. 3rd and 7, pressure off the edge. Tannehill chased outside, can't turn the corner, taken down for a loss. Good job by Leonard Williams there on the contain as Jordan Jenkins cleans up. Now a punt for Matt Hawk. He's having some trouble with this, and that kick is blocked. That or it was a 6-yard punt. Either way, Jets take over in the red zone. Another big break for New York. They're set up now with a chance to get back in this game. Darnold hands it off, and Isaiah Crowell is wrapped up on the play by Cameron Wake for a loss. 2 receivers out to the right here for Sam Darnold. Quick throw to Nick O'Leary ahead inside the 10. 3rd and manageable now for New York. Everybody in tight, 3rd and 4. Darnold pressured and throws the pass away. Cam Wake again screaming off the edge. They'll have to kick it. A 10-point game now with 5.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Tannehill starts this possession, and he's in some trouble. Jenkins once again there to clean up. He gets his 2nd sack, working against replacement right tackle Sam Young. 3rd down Miami. Across the middle, Gesicki has it ripped out. 3-and-out now for the Miami offense. 4 minutes to go in the half. The Jets only have 1 first down offensively. They'll hand it to Isaiah Crowell, who gets some running room and nearly moves the chains for New York. That gets them into a pretty good 3rd down situation. The back here is Powell, needing 1. They'll run it to the right, and Powell's hit in the backfield for a loss by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Both defenses with some good plays so far as Drake motions out to the slot. Gesicki still in the backfield. Tannehill across the middle, deflected away from Danny Amendola. He's been targeted quite a bit this season, but not many catches. 3rd and 10 now for the Dolphins. Tannehill gets time. Here's one downfield and single coverage. That's brought in by Kenny Stills. He had a big catch hauled in deep last week. He gets another on Trumaine Johnson. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tannehill pressured, and he's thrown down. Right guard Jesse Davis beat that time. They roll the safety down once again. Blitz on the way. A quick throw to counter, but Drake is wrapped up. And that was Avery Williamson on the initial hit. 3rd down and 18 here outside of field goal range. Tannehill again to the air. Rolls out left to the sideline now, and open. Kenny Stills is there. They'll rule this a catch. And now the referees say no, this is incomplete. I didn't think he got both feet down in the first place. That was a big missed opportunity. Still 13-3 New York. I feel like a lot of breaks have gone their way. They'll swing this outside now. Darnold finds Bilal Powell, and they'll get a few yards. 56 seconds here to go in the half. Darnold 3rd and 3. A quick out by Robbie Anderson. He'll get out of bounds here with a gain of 7. Just 39 passing yards so far for Sam Darnold. He'll throw it again on 1st down, but he doesn't get the time. Another sack for Cameron Wake. Both right tackles struggling in this one, and that's going to take us to halftime. Miami's been in control for most of this game, but that Jet defense, they're playing well and keeping them in it. It's only 13-3. Miami took advantage of 2 Sam Darnold interceptions and lead this game by 10. The Jet offense, meanwhile, hasn't managed very much. We'll see if the Dolphin offense gets off to a good start here in the 3rd quarter as Kenny Stills makes another reception and Tannehill's off to a pretty good start, 11 of 18 passing. 3rd and 2 underneath again. Kenyon Drake hit hard on the play, but he hangs on. Still, both teams are pretty one-dimensional. Jets will blitz again, and they got the Tannehill. It's a loose football, scooped up by Adams. He'll take it back for a Jet touchdown. Defense and special teams, that's what's keeping the New York Jets in this game. Steve McClendon gets through, and there is Adams to scoop it up. The Jets now trail by 3, despite doing nearly nothing offensively. 13-10, toss left. Kenyon Drake not finding room, whether it's between the tackles or otherwise. Just 18 yards rushing here for Drake. 3rd and 7, across the middle. Gesicki, he did hang on. Big 1st down catch. 2 receivers to the right. Here is 2nd down for Tannehill. Downfield, airing it out. Kenny Stills, how'd he hang on to that? Despite the hit from Jamal Adams, the Miami Dolphins are set up in field goal range. Kenny Stills off to a great start this season. Now a pass across the middle, hauled in by Albert Wilson. The Dolphins signed both him and Amendola, and they can play the same role. 1st and 10, complete again. Albert Wilson underneath. He's getting his chance now. Here in the red zone, Gore the back. On the carry, following Sitton. He rumbles up the middle and gets the Dolphins 5 yards. 3rd and short, 2 receivers in the game for Miami. Tannehill to pass. Underneath, he's got Gesicki for another touchdown. Gesicki's 2nd of the season. 3 of Tannehill's 4 passing touchdowns now have gone to tight ends, and the Dolphins lead again by 10 points. That's great because it puts more pressure now on the Jet offense that still hasn't done much, and they're really losing this time of possession game. 3rd and short, off the fake. Darnold outside, well-placed football, hauled in by Isaiah Crowell. It's good for 4. Darnold now 48 yards passing. Back to the air again. Now a strong throw outside the numbers for Robbie Anderson, flashing some of that arm strength. That's a big-time throw from Darnold. Under 4 minutes to play here in the quarter. Draw play, Powell gets some space to rumble ahead to the 25. New York still trying to get some balance on this offense. They'll fake it now to Crowell. Darnold across the middle, hauled in by Jermaine Kearse. He absorbs the monster hit back at the 12. And the Jets are set up again in the red zone. Handoff, Crowell down the middle. Isaiah Crowell for a gain of 7. Maybe the Jets are getting this run game going a bit. 3rd and 4, the tight formation here for Darnold. Outside, hauled in. Kerr slips a tackle and finds the end zone. The Jets get a big touchdown answer on their best drive of the day. And that's Darnold's 1st NFL touchdown pass. Every time it's felt like the Jets might start really slipping behind, they make something happen to get back in it. We're in a 3-point game now as we head into the 4th quarter. Drake motions out to the right. Tannehill swings it out in his direction, off the mark. Looked like a good call there on 3rd and 3. So here we go again with the Jets now in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for Darnold. Gets it away ahead of the pressure. Again, it was Wake applying it, and he finds Quincy Enunwa. The back here is Powell on 1st down. Darnold now to his right, complete again for Enunwa. Maybe the same play, same result either way. From the 37, Darnold protected this time, on target for Anderson. Suddenly now we're seeing Darnold get into a rhythm, and he's been really efficient since those interceptions. 12 to go in the game. Darnold underneath against the blitz. Miami trying to throw off this passing game, and that was a good play for them. But now it's 3rd and 6 here on the edge of field goal range. Darnold downfield, incomplete for Quincy Enunwa. Tight coverage there from Minkah Fitzpatrick. That'll bring on Giorgio Tavecchio here for the tie. 51 yards out, wide left, it's no good, and the Dolphins retain their slim lead. And now get some good field position. 11:22 to play. Here's the handoff, and Kenyon Drake has not found anything. 15 carries, 20 yards. Still one-dimensional. Here's Tannehill. A short throw again. Albert Wilson now getting a lot more of the slot snaps. He gets them close on 3rd down. Just inches to go. To the outside heads Frank Gore. With a block from Kenny Stills, he gets outside for a good pickup. 9:24 to go in this game. Fake to Gore, and the pressure's there, and that is Nathan Shepard, the rookie, out of Division II Fort Hays State. 3rd and 12 now for the Dolphins. Tannehill checks it down to Kenyon Drake, and he gets wrapped up by Shepard, but that was a pretty big play to get them in field goal range again. Jason Sanders missed wildly on his first try from this distance. This kick stays inside the left upright. The rookie drills a big one to make it a 6-point game. 23-17, and some pressure put on this Jet offense now. This is Andre Roberts here on the return, following his blockers down the middle as he breaks a tackle across the 50. There goes Roberts. It will not come down to Sam Darnold. It's Andre Roberts tying the game right there. 103 yards on the return. Another huge play for the Jets that does not come from their offense, and the extra point from Tavecchio gives them their first lead of this game. What a strange start to this season. Both games have had some weird moments. 24-23, good catch here by Devontae Parker. Jermaine Johnson not far from knocking that away. But the Dolphins now just got to play their game. They got to get in field goal range. Here's Tannehill off play action, and the pressure's there right as he had a receiver breaking open. That was a potential touchdown downfield. Coney Ely with the big play that time. 2nd down, 17. Another blitz from the secondary, and it gets to Ryan Tannehill. It's Marcus May. They're just not ready for all these blitzes. And the coverage downfield isn't always bad. 3rd and 28, a screen for Drake, and again they get to him just in time. Otherwise, he had plenty of daylight. Well, here we are with 3 and change to go. The Jets trying to end this game. Darnold pressured as he lost it. Scooped up again by Shell. The Dolphins trying to get the football back. There is Cam Wake having an outstanding week. 3rd and 14 here for Sam Darnold. And this time he hangs around his left tackle too long, and Robert Quinn brings him down. So the Jets will have to punt it back to Miami. In their end zone, Lachlan Edwards boots this away. Jakeem Grant chases it toward the sideline. Again, out of bounds. Very good punt. Miami not far from field goal range. About 25 yards gets them there. Here with time, Tannehill runs out of time, and the pressure is there. He had a receiver breaking open across the middle right as the hits were coming. 2nd down and 12 with 1:30 to play. To the outside, knocked away from Devontae Parker by Johnson. 3rd and 12 here for Miami. They spread the field out. Needing 12. Downfield, lob by Tannehill, and punched away from Albert Wilson by Buster Screen. 4th down. Miami going for it. They got to get to the 49-yard line to extend this drive. Jets blitz. Tannehill's hit, and that's incomplete. Kenyon Drake missed the blitz pickup and the Jets take over. 1:19 to go. Miami still has a couple timeouts as Powell breaks a couple arm tackles and gets a couple yards. 3rd down and 6. A first down would end it right here. Darnold fakes to Powell, and he rolls out to his right. No receivers are over here, and he'll throw it away. That's better than a sack, though, because it keeps them in field goal range. Big kick now for Tavecchio. If they miss, the Dolphins get great field position. It's down the middle and bounces off the camera. It is good. 27-23. Dolphins need a touchdown just like a week ago. A minute to play in one timeout. Across the middle through the hands of Gesicki. Tannehill 258 passing yards on the day. Here he is on 2nd down. A short one for Stills. Not much there. Avery Williamson on the stop. 37 seconds to go. They hang on to that final timeout. Tannehill steps up. Gets it away. Knocked away again. Buster screen. Game on the line here on 4th down. They went to Devontae Parker in this situation last week. 4th and 6. Complete. The game is not over. Big catch, Jakeem Grant. 1st and 10. Miami now out of timeouts. And Tannehill heads outside, knocked away. That time it was Jamal Adams covering Danny Amendola. The motion over Albert Wilson now to the right side. Tannehill blitz, throws out there. Wilson on the catch, gets out of bounds at the 42 with 18 seconds left. Now is the time to take some chances at the end zone. They spread the defense out. Tannehill loads up, throwing deep downfield for Parker, and it's broken up by Trumaine Johnson. Jamal Adams also in the area. 2nd down now. They have to rotate in some new receivers. Tannehill steps up, throwing deep again. 2-on-1 advantage, but he overthrows Gesicki. And we're down to 5 seconds and maybe one last chance. Stills, Parker, and Isaiah Ford out to the right side. This is it. Last play of the game for the win. It's broken up by Jamal Adams. And the game is over. The New York Jets get the win in week 2. Wow. The way this game began, it was hard to imagine the Dolphins losing it. But the Jets get a blocked extra point, a fumble return for a touchdown, a blocked punt, a kickoff return for a touchdown, and win this game by 4 points. You have a couple of games like this every year that don't come down to just offense and defense. There are special teams playing a factor, and the Dolphins lost it today. The Jets only had really one good offensive drive where they had to drive the length of the field, and they got away with it. I definitely thought we were going to win this game and start out 2-0, but the ball didn't bounce our way this time. We didn't throw any interceptions, but still there were some issues with the passing game. I gotta be more prepared for some of those blitzes, and I think that we should involve the running backs a bit more in the passing game. It's just most of the time today they were blocking over going out for routes. There were many plays also where I had something dialed up I liked, and we were just a split second from being able to actually get the pass off cleanly. So next week we're going to meet up with the 2-0 Oakland Raiders. John Gruden's return to the NFL is off to a pretty good start, as they've only allowed 19 points in 2 games. Even without Khalil Mack, maybe he knew what he was doing. They just beat the Denver Broncos, getting 3 interceptions off of Case Keenum, and we'll try to hand the Raiders their first loss next week. A couple more things today. I think I liked having Albert Wilson there in the slot quite a bit. Amendola is a better route runner, but he's so slow at this stage of his career. You see how much trouble it is for him to create separation. And Albert Wilson, I think, is a better player if we're going to have a lot more like crossing patterns and things that need some speed. If it's going to be more of a timing focus in the slot, Amendola's a better fit, but I think that Wilson's going to play a lot more moving forward. The next thing, I have noticed some differences now in gameplay since the patch. I didn't think that the first week was really affected by it, but I've done some more testing this week after seeing so many people say that they were getting some strange results, and in my practice games, I did find a lot of weird things going on. So I'm working on some new slider tweaks. You saw them in this video, but I'll get those a little bit more finalized and see what I end up with here pretty soon. But fun game again today. Couldn't win, but we'll try to get that victory next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please smash that like button and subscribe. I'll be seeing you again soon. Have a great day.